guys, Ash Lane here. Today I am very excited to bring you my new favorite Town Hall 10 trophy/war base. Now I say /war base if your clan allows non-anti-3 bases, which I'm assuming most of yours does. You might want to give this base a try. I am in love with it. Granted, it's a small sample size. Let's hop right into it. I've only had it for five defenses so far, above 4,500 trophies, so it's withstanding attacks from really proven attackers. And I just want to talk to you briefly about the base itself. You can go ahead and screenshot and copy it here. You can see the whole base pretty much here. And then I want to show you a couple replays. One that I thought was really interesting, a really interesting dragon attack in high champions. So I want to share that with you as well. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 type deal here, guys. Pretty exciting stuff. No, but seriously, I just want to hop into a few things about this base. Now, obviously, it looks like a lot of the bases you've seen before, and that's part of the reason why it gets attackers. So attackers think they can go ahead and take this base out pretty easily, but it's actually been flipped around quite a bit versus your average resource ring base. Now, a couple features of this base is if you attack into the queen up here in the northeast of the base, you're going to have to deal with that extra spot near where the lab is up in the north, and that extra spot there it makes it difficult to attack into the queen because you can't use the jump to jump both of those walls. That requires 2 jumps or breaking through wall breakers. And another thing about this base is I really recommend you use the single target Inferno down in the southeast Inferno tower. So use one single target, use one multi-target, especially with all the go wipe attacks, all those golem heavy attacks, the P.E.K.K.A heavy attacks. Pushers lately, I've noticed maybe 75% of attacks, at least 2/3 of attacks, are using at least 2 P.E.K.K.As. So that one single target Inferno can really cause havoc on those attacks, and I'll show you some examples on some replays. The other big thing I want to talk about on this base is just having the base itself isn't going to win you every defense rather, but what it's going to do is to fend off a lot of 2-star attacks. It's difficult to 2-star, but I do want to talk briefly about using the clan castle troops, right? So I've been using 35 archers in my clan castle, and it has been absolutely causing havoc with attackers. They're either early on their this is when I started using it right here, by the way, by this Japanese or you guys always get mad at me when we get that wrong, so this time I'm gonna look at it. He is in player clan a Malaysian clan, because every time I say Japanese or Chinese, it's like you guys are like, no, that's Japanese, Ash, no, that's Chinese. So I apologize, guys, I apologize. But anyway, let's get back into these replay. So yes, bring 35 archers in the clan castle. As you can see, all these defenses except for one are against totally max heroes, totally max troops. They're mostly all ground attacks, actually 2 air attacks and 3 ground attacks here. But let's go ahead and show you one total win, and then we'll go ahead and show the 1-star loss against Hunter from King's Rock. Very interesting attack I want to share with you guys. So let's hop right in. What one do you guys want to see? The 47% or the 38%? Well, it was more cups than the 38, but it was closer on the 47, so let's show the 47. So the 38% attack was obviously a better defense as far as showing the devastation, but this is going to be a good replay, if I remember correctly, showing the effectiveness of the archers in the clan castle. So here comes this attacker, Mert from Dost Cafe World, and he's going to come in slow. He's going to slow play the beginning of this attack here, coming in northwest. I've noticed that a lot of attackers are coming in northwest now. Most attackers will tell you against these bases, the golems are not always, the golems are going to split to the sides of any of these corners. If you can see, this attack illustrates that perfectly. So they're actually coming in at a little bit of an angle. That's because there are no defensive units in the outer ring there. But here come the Here come the troops here. Interesting clan castle configuration there. Not sure what that was. I probably shouldn't have shown this attack because it was the only attack without max heroes, but he still did a good job of it. But let's go ahead and watch what happens here. He freezes up the Inferno Tower. Pretty good timing on the freeze there. But you can see the archer kind of went the wrong way. All my clan castle troops, all those archers are just totally pounding on the troops. You know what? You know what happens from here on out. He fails, but you know what? That wasn't a great attack to show because he didn't have max troops, and it kind of went. It wasn't that beautiful of an attack, actually. So it didn't really illustrate the powers of the base. Let's hop into this one instead. And show, maybe this guy 3-starred me in the previous war, so maybe I can get him back on this. He again attacked with 3 jump spells coming from northwest as well. Attackers always seem to come in from northwest. I think they don't want to go into the single target Inferno Tower, so they come in northwest, and no one's beat me coming in northwest yet, so I don't know. Will this trend continue? I'm not sure, but I'm a bigger fan of this base than I was in my previous base. This is a very strong wee army here. He hopes to break into that multi-target Inferno Tower right off the bat, going into the multi-target. He has the witches all spread out behind the golems. Things are looking pretty good this far into the attack, but look at the 35 archers are gonna once again work some of their magic here. He doesn't have a lightning spell to kill them. He's got to rely on the freeze spells to freeze the archers. But they're still coming out there. Look at 35 archers takes forever to empty out of that clan castle. So meanwhile, the troops are coming in. Now the Barbarian King can't do any damage, even with the Iron Fist ability, because he's spending all his time killing every individual archer. Now the queen's going to start doing the same exact thing a little bit. Then she finally locks onto the X-bow, but it's just too late here. And this is what this base can do to you. It's not an impossible base. I'm sure it will lose plenty of its fair share of losses. But I have my clanmates trying it as well, and they're actually having a lot of success with it too. So having that Inferno Tower set to single and having the 35 archers in the clan castle are really causing problems for attackers. Once again, not a perfect base, not going to stop every attack. A good attacker is going to be able to break through this base. Me, personally, I would come in southeast against this base, and I would use 4 golems. I would deploy 2 golems kind of near where this builder hut is, and 1 golem near the army camp over here due south, 1 golem near the army camp due east, and I'd hit that way. I'd use 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, go into the center using only 1 jump spell to rage 1 freeze spell on the single target. If the single target locked onto my Barbarian King, I'd use a freeze on that single target, but if it locked onto a golem, I'd save the freeze for the multi-target Inferno. That's how I would hit the base. A trick to hitting these type of bases, though, you have to deploy your troops really fast if you're using a go wipe or go wee attack. You can't slow play it because the base is just there's so many lures coming from different angles, and it's just a nightmare. So anyway, Hunter from King's Rock up at 4,800 cups. He must be a top 50 player in the world. Obviously a really skilled attacker, and look at this interesting army he's using here. 24 balloons, 40 minions. He has 1 Lava Hound in the clan castle right there. So in total, he has 25 balloons, 1 Lava Hound, 1 Dragon, 6 Wall Breakers, 8 Archers, 3 Lightning Spells, 1 Rage, 1 Freeze. You know what I'm going to do? I was going to tease you and bring this video as a separate video, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to ask my dog. My dog definitely does not like that idea either. So here we go here. He's going to go ahead and take out one of the air defenses right off the bat. So that air defense is out. And now look what he does here coming from the south. He's going to come in with the Lava Hounds and some balloons trailing it. So at this point in the attack, you're like, what is he doing? Honestly, at this point in the attack, I kind of thought he was just going to totally gaff this attack. And you can see the balloons don't even go towards the center. They're dying fairly quickly. He's at like 15% or so. He gets to 20%. And things are just not looking too great in this raid, right? And I have all my archers, and I'm like, oh my god. But then you notice he has 1 dragon, 2 balloons, and 35 minions still left, along with his heroes, and a freeze, and a rage spell. So, God, what an interesting attack. I've never seen anything like this. He's going to go ahead and take out all the archers with that balloon. Really nice balloon drop there. Now he starts scattering in the minions. He's going to pick up quite a lot of percentage points here. You'll notice he took out that air defense up in the northwest there, so he can actually drop the minions there, pick up even more percentage points, because I have those archer towers in the middle, which actually fortifies the center of my base really well. But the downside is, if you take out the archer towers on the outer ends of the areas of the base, then it becomes a little bit susceptible to attacks like this, very unorthodox attacks like this. So let's go ahead. Now he's at 37%, so now I'm watching and I'm like, okay, well, he's not going to get my town hall, but this strategy is actually really interesting now. It's not stupid like I maybe thought initially. So he's going to drop some archers, take out the rest of that dark elixir pump, maybe. Nope, just misses it. Drops some minions. He's getting more percentage points. Ends up dropping all his minions at 44%. So now I'm like, okay, now he's going to get the 1-star pretty easily. And now he has an outside shot at the 2-star, but it's not going to work out for the 2-star. But obviously he's holding that rage for the dragon, and he's holding the freeze spell to protect the heroes and the dragon. He also has a balloon. So here comes the balloon, the dragon, the heroes, led by wall breakers, into the base from the area where he attacked. So there's not a lot of, other than my resource storage compartments, there's actually not a lot left. So he's being very patient here, letting the Expo pound down on the Barbarian King. The single target locks onto the dragon. He goes ahead and has to use the freeze spell at that point. And that's part of the reason why I like the single target Inferno Towers. Even against attacks like this, these unorthodox attacks, it can actually stop this portion of the attack, right? So his Archer Queen goes down there, but nonetheless, very interesting strategy, right? Thought I'd share that with you guys, as well as the base. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys try it out. Hope you guys tell your clanmates about it if you have success. And I appreciate you watching as always. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Thanks, guys. Take care.